for me, I like how his hair moves, and that's what I missed from old school anime.
Nice.
Is like, you know, like that was. Remember we talked about this in the other episodes.
Yeah.
Goku's hair needs to move. And that's the whole aesthetic. When he started powering up and his Bankai was coming out, I was like, because like his hair was. And I was like, yeah, give me that. And then when Sean already mentioned it, but when Chud Zone fucking punched like the guy like 7 of them into a wall, killed the civilians in there. God damn. I was like, you know what? That's if I was anyone, I'd be that guy.
The best part is like he turns and then his name shows up like pop. Like, that's my thing.
Yeah, hello.
I will say also, Ichigo
cool.
basically unleashed a nuke in the middle of the street as well. So it's not just
It's like a mushroom cloud in the sky.
Not just
For real.
Okay, that's one of my issues with Bleach. I don't understand that at all. Like, is that actually happening, or is that like a soul, like something that's happening
like
in the
does.
soul world?
Remember?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Remember one of them? It happened in the old show. There was a bunch of like random hollow attacks when the guy would be like running away and then the things would be like crashing and stuff behind them because the hollow would be there, but they couldn't see the hollow. So I assume like everyone experiences what's going on. Well, but then the first Soul Reaper guy just started running through a building and the hollow just forgot to smash through the whole building. I was like, isn't the building like done now?
Yeah, and like
isn't it dead? Isn't it everyone in there dead too?
Can't they also like because they're spirits? Can't they move through like matter?
That's what that's what I thought when they started like crushing stuff. I'm like, I don't remember this happening in the old one.
Or like just go through a wall. Like this guy's climbing stairs and he can fly. I'm like.
Yeah, right, exactly.
No, but I almost said Luffy. Ichigo in his soul form still has to use the window to leave.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure like they can also go through walls. Pretty sure Rukia used to do that when she was first introduced.
My question is this: the guy, the Soul Reaper, when he woke up, had the D guy beside him so he can eat. Yeah. So why can he sleep in a bed, use the blanket, have it on top of him, totally be fine, but
I don't know,
can't
man.
eat?
I have no idea.
It's called one
guy.
That's why. That's all we worried about.
Forget
the logistics.
Him having to use Bankai against regular hollows, I'll only forgive because this was like the first episode, just like getting the fans into it. Because that's not canon. He doesn't do that in the manga.
He better not do that in the manga.
No.
Wait, he doesn't do what?
He doesn't go Bankai like against regular hollows.
He doesn't go one guy.
No, he does not do that.
He doesn't do that.
He does against the guy he fights, but. Also, great plan. Okay. This guy is taunting me to use my Bankai. Let's use my Bankai. Smart. Really went.
That's also true. I thought he was actually gonna steal it, but I'm like, wait.
That's what
he's main character.
I was gonna call Ichigo stupid until he broke fine. I was like, okay, fine. You get it past this time.
But he had no way of knowing that he could break it.
Maybe he's just like, let's see what this guy's got planned. And then he saw what he got planned, but didn't work. Wasn't enough.
He's taunting me. I think the only plan is to give into the taunt.
And it's not even like he was like losing or anything. Or he was just
he was literally just talking. He's like, all right, can you use your Bankai, please? And Ichigo's like, I have no other choice. Bankai.
I know. It would have been fine if, I don't know, Ichigo, he does some stupid shit. Like, at least think like, oh, I don't need to, but I'll do it just because, like, to see what happens. Like, at least be honest with me, man. Be honest. Yeah. Don't just be like, oh, I have no choice. You tank this guy with one hand behind your back. You don't even need your sword.
He literally, he honestly doesn't need the sword. I have a question for you guys. This is my first time ever watching Bleach in like subbed. Do you guys like subbed or dubbed?
I'm used to subbed at this point. I started in dubbed, but like, I'm trying to think. Yeah. I think once the Bount arc finished, that filler arc finished, like from then forward, I watched the entire thing in sub. So I don't know.
Yeah. I've only ever watched it dubbed, and I already like the sub better.
Oh, okay.
Even with Joey,
I like Ichigo sounds cool in the sub, but I'm like, oh, I kind of miss like my inner child is like, where's the dub? But I do like the sub.
I agree with you because Johnny Vaughn, he's good, he's really good, but the dialogue that they write in English is trash. I didn't notice it when I watched it.
Yeah, the translations and what they say. Really bad. Yeah, exactly.
It's very bad.
So the sound of his voice is cool. Like,
he's good voice actor.
But yeah, like what they're saying is just kind of, it's too old school. It's not like,
like
new. I guess
it doesn't translate well.
Where do they go from here, dude? What's the? Well, I was gonna say, Sean, can you just spoil the next episode for me? But like, I guess like the next episode we find out a little bit more. Is that what
I'm
you guys
assuming
think,
the Soul
or no?
Society
What do you guys think?
what they're gonna do. They spent this episode introducing all of the main guys. Then the next episode they have to reintroduce all the Soul Society guys. Like they're gonna get in Ryosai is gonna be like, we're under threat, and then it's gonna like switch over to Byakuya in his house, and he's gonna go like, Psh, Byakuya. And they're just gonna do that for everybody.
That was good.
That's really what I planned. And it's gonna spend 25 minutes doing that, and then the last minute it's gonna set up. Then it's gonna switch back to the Quincy people, and then we're gonna get a little bit more of their plan, and then it's just gonna do that probably for the next like 3-4 episodes. Yeah, and then it'll start.
Honestly, I'm here for it. If it looks good as the way it does, I don't care. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I got scared when I originally saw the animation because it looks stiff. Like if you just look at it and still, it looks like it'd be stiff. But then as soon as they started moving, I was like, ooh.
I had a question for you guys as well.
And then they started moving, and he's like,
that's better. Yeah, I had a question for you guys. To me, it felt very fast paced. I wanted to know how you guys felt about that.
Yes.
Definitely. And I was like half scared because at the beginning it started, and I was like, oh, I forgot that it's like a 400 episode anime, so we're gonna need to deal with stuff. But it looks like they're like, nah, we animated the entire thing, and the manga's done, so we don't need to skip nothing. So basically, they did a little fodder, made it seem like they were gonna have like a happy like, what do you call those, like day in the life type episodes for the rest of it, and then nope, the guy showed up, and I was like, okay, good.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
And I like that better because that means if it continues that way, we actually will have things to talk about going forward, even though the anime is going to be 40. I don't know. Sometime in my head, it's like 48 and also like 60 something. And I don't know why those two numbers are in my head, but that's what is in my head.
Yeah. I think it's 48, right?
Okay.
But okay, yeah. So glad it's back. Looks great. I already know what's going to happen. You guys don't, so we'll see. But I'll just say one complaint right now. And this is just a general Bleach fault, is that the problems always come to him. Like, he's not a character that can compare to other, like, MCs in which they're pursuing something. Ichigo is, like, good with how he's living. He just wants to be normal. And then shit comes to him, and then they have to, like, basically have to make up problems for him. Like, he's not interacting or confronting anything in pursuit of his goals. It's just people being like, oh, we're trying to stir shit up, and he's like, oh, I don't want that. I want to go back to being normal and having the same normal boring life I've been having. And
it's just a cycle.
Yeah, it's just a cycle. Like, you have these villains introduced, and I don't know, the reason for it is just, it doesn't.
The reason
it's not a good
for
reason.
This one technically does make sense though.
Does it though?
Because they seem like they're collecting bankais of all the strong people, and then Ichigo would be one of those people. And everybody knows who Ichigo is. Like that's the first person they mention.
That's true.
Ichigo because he's the strongest one in the area.
Yeah, that makes sense. But what's the point of them going to war with Soul Society? That's the problem.
All Quincy's and Soul Reapers have been at war for generations.
So why now?
There it is.
Because they were weak this
Andre?
entire time, and they just amassed enough power and strength to actually fight back.
Oh. To achieve what?
Then Sean, give him another one.
To achieve what?
If I knew that, Andre? I would be the author, but I'm not.
But like, think about the beginning, right? Like, they're killing hollows, they're disrupting the balance. Worlds are gonna flood into the other world. Like, you're going to fuck everyone over. What are you doing?
Bro, I don't know. Listen, how I see it is Quincy.
It's a good show.
Quincy's are like the big box like companies where like the planet could burn for all I care as long as I get my money. And then the Soul Reapers are like the government who like try to pretend like they're helping, but they're not actually that good. But at the end of the day, they maintain a certain balance that allows society to continue. Okay, that's how I see it.
There you go. Okay. What do you think, Alan?
Motherfucker, what do I think? I think, I like Bankai. That's all I wanted.
I also wanted to say, I want to say that the lieutenant, top 2 spearings of the year.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, yeah, that was good spearing. behind
Still behind Shinpei.
Yeah, still behind Shinpei. yeah.
Definitely.
You can light that shit up however you want, but unless you're as good as Shinpei stabbing, you're not gonna get up there, man. Make it as blue and colorful as you want.